Good afternoon. George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds. Nobody saw that one coming. Yesterday we get one of the best jobless claims numbers I think in 4 years. And today we get a huge disappointment in the non-farm payroll number. The July revision was a real eye-opener all the way down. I think they dropped that revision ultimately by 70,000. And nobody really has changed their mind. From everybody I talked to, nobody's really changed their mind about the Fed taper idea. Most people still looking for, in 2 weeks' time, the Fed to announce some type of a taper to start, maybe as early as next month. Maybe early as this month, right after the FOMC meeting. They've already posted their schedule for this month, but there's no reason to say they can't change that. We'll see. We're going to need more data. Next week brings very little data, but next week brings the refunding. Tuesday's the 3-year note, Wednesday's the 10-year note, and Thursday's the 30-year bond. Technically today we did post bullish outside days up. I'm not overly bullish with the way the market closed. I would have loved to seen the 10-year close over yesterday's highs at 123.05. What the market is telling me that with this bullish outside day, it's a minor trend change reversal, and I think it's telling me that we should go and retest today's highs. I'm not going to look for much more than that right now. Maybe Monday, no data, we'll have a quiet little drift higher kind of trade into the buyback early in the morning. The buybacks come back next week. We did not have one today, so we'll see them again next week. And with little data, maybe we'll get a little bit of a drift up. I'm not looking for a massive rally here. Dealers are going to want to hedge going into this auction process. I think we did see some of that this afternoon. The market came off its highs quite a bit. What was the high in the 10-year? 123.20, and we're closing around 123 even. It's tough. Nobody thought we'd see a number that weak. Most people were looking for stronger than expected numbers. Bonds actually made a slightly lower low last night. We still haven't taken out the August 22nd lows at 128.08 in the bonds. This stuff is hard. It's not easy. So I'm looking to see if we can get a little bit of a dip going into the Sunday night session, and then look for some kind of a trade up towards today's highs. Keep a fairly tight stop on it. I'm not even sure we'll be able to retest those highs. Problem with those bullish reversal days, like in this case, is where your stop has to be right now is today's low, theoretically. If you're following the rules, you have a bullish outside day, you're looking to retest that day's high, your stop is that day's low. That's too much heat to take, and not a great risk reward either. You're looking to make 20 and you're risking a point. Risk 20. Either way, it's not a great trade. Try to buy a dip. Don't look for a lot. Look for some kind of a move back up towards, these intraday highs that we put up sort of midday today, and then take that and be happy with it. I think is my favorite trade right now. We'll see. We got to get more economic data. We need the Fed guys, I'm sure, are sitting around saying the same thing. It's just not clear yet. We need more data. I could see the Fed coming at the FOMC meeting and say that we're going to have a small taper. Most people that I talk to, even now, after that non-farm payroll number, are still looking for about a $10 billion taper mixed equally between mortgages and treasuries. I think that's still the consensus. The number today shook some of the shorts up, obviously, but I don't think it changed anybody's mind about the taper. I think that's one of the reasons we sold off from the highs as much as we did, along with the hedging for the auctions for next week. So I'll try to buy a little bit of a dip. I think that's my favorite trade, and then get rid of it into the buyback bounce early on Monday. I think that's probably our best risk-reward trade right now. I'd love to see us try and poke around that 122.28 area again. That might be a good spot to put on some long with a stop just below, pick a level down there, risk stop. Don't use a 3-tick stop like I did this afternoon and get stopped out immediately. But that's a story for another day. Have a great weekend. Get some rest. I think Monday could be quiet, but the rest of the week with these auctions and all this stuff about Syria, I think the vote, well, the president's giving a speech Tuesday night, and then Congress is voting on this Syria deal on Wednesday, 9/11. Great timing, guys. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you Monday morning in the morning email bright and early.